don't make cigars just because we like something. It's about what the customers want. Okay? So just to let you know, we're gonna smoke today the Finch. The Finch is meant to be creamy, slightly white pepper in the retrohale, cinnamon tasting, clean aftertaste. Why is that? Because we created the Finch for the guys that don't like Connecticut bitterness. And it's natural. So we're looking for a mild cigar, a little creamy, gentle white pepper, cinnamon tasting notes. That's what we're gonna get at the final product. So please light up the cigar number one, and at the same time, I wanna ask questions. Please guess. If you don't know, it doesn't matter, but you can guess. In order for us to create the final cigar, what things do we need to define? I'll give you one. We need to define the size that we're gonna make those cigars. What else do you think we need to define? That's the size. Sorry, anything else?
Money.
Shapes. What the shape? What else?
Money.
The money?
How much it's gonna cost?
How much it's gonna cost? So we're gonna go to a budget cigar, or we're gonna go to premium, or let's say hyper premium when it's $20 cigar? What else do you think we need to define to create that final product cigar? You know, can you guess? The wrapper. We need to define the wrapper we're gonna be working, of course. We need to define the flavors that we want to get. What else? What else? Help me.
It's a target slippery.
Mild cigar. Right? But what else do you think we need to define? Because in general, we need to define flavors that we say, the ring gauge, the strength that we're gonna get. What else do we need to define? The wrapper that we're gonna use. Okay? What else? How balanced we want it. So if it's not balanced, you're not gonna get all the tasting notes. Yeah. If it's only a punch in your head because it's too strong, you're not gonna get all the flavor notes because it's too much. Yeah. Right? What else do you think we need to define?
The salt.
How complex we want it, for example. Do you want the same cigar all throughout, or you want different changes in every third? We need to define that, right? Okay, so I want you to try the cigar, and I'm going to mention again, this cigar is meant to be gentle white pepper. It's meant to have cinnamon tasting notes, clean aftertaste. The final product, the final stage, is meant to have a little bit of creaminess. We have to start. Light up the cigar number one. Yeah, light it up. That's the word. You write that down. Yeah, but that's the final product.
You have to start over.
Go with the cigar number one. Next time you do it, you pay me $50. I'll take a 6-hour flight to come here. Okay? As for now, you have any questions?
Where is this grown?
We go to the fire. Okay, so in that cigar, you have only the filler of the final product. Right. You have Criollo 98, Viso, and Seco, and you have Pennsylvania Seed, Viso. Do you guys know the difference between Seco, Viso, Ligero? You know the difference between Seco, Viso, Ligero? Do you know the difference? Tell me.
As far as when you harvest them, or where on the plant?
The plants.
Bottom, middle,
which one is at the bottom?
Seco.
And in the middle?
Lego, little.
No, the Lego's on top.
What?
That's on top. That's the one that gets all the sun. It gets the concentration of
Ligero. And the middle, okay, so you said it right. Ligero is on top of the plant. It's the strongest because it gets more of the sunlight. In the middle, you have Viso. It's right in the middle, of course. Seco is actually dry. It has less oils. It has less sunlight. So it will help you with the combustions of the cigar. So right now, as for now, that cigar, and please be honest with me, are you feeling cinnamon, gentle white pepper, or are you just feeling an undefined strength and earthy notes only?
Yes.
It has a distinct smell. It's not just the smoke smell. It smells, there's something in the smoke. You smell it different than the cigar.
Okay.
It smells different than the cigar.
That's an unfinished product. Okay? So you're feeling a lot of earthiness because that's particularly from the Criollo 98 seed. The Pennsylvania give you strength, but it's less earthy than the Criollo 98. But the aromas will come out, but it feels undefined. Right? If you probably I'm right or I'm not right? All right? So when you're smoking your cigar number one, I want to ask a question. Why do we need a perfect draw? Why do we need a perfect draw?
We can get the bad draw sucks.
Okay? Very simple.
Or overheat the leaf.
If the draw is too loose, what happens?
You're not gonna
Burns
get
fast.
Yeah, but the heat will go up. What is too tight? Eventually it's gonna flop. It's gonna turn bitter as well. And then you're gonna ruin your probably $10 that you spend in that shitty cigar.
Yeah.
Right? Okay. So this is not really to enjoy. Let's go to cigar number two right away.
Yeah.
Cigar number two, it has the same fillers, Criollo 98, Viso and Seco, and also have Pennsylvania Viso. But now we're gonna add the binder that is Sumatra, Ecuadorian Sumatra binder. I want you to light it up and tell me if you feel any difference. And at the same time, when you trying that cigar, I want to ask you, why do we need an even burn? Not only because it looks beautiful, but why do we need an even burn? Maybe you can guess.
It's a lot smoother. It's a lot smoother than the
It's smoother, right? So it's getting more refined towards what we want to get.
Yeah.
We only add one leaf right there. So the something about the Sumatra Ecuadorian tobacco, it will give you more of the cinnamon taste that you were trying to get. It will help also with the creaminess at the same time. So
I got it.
even burn. Why do we need an even burn, sir?
To get all the flavors. Make sure that it's
This is not liquid. So in order for you to really appreciate the experience of the cigar, every single leaf needs to be burning at the same time. But there's a problem. There's a way how you get that. How you get the even burn?
It's how you pack the cigar.
Yeah, but there's something else.
The wrapper.
It's how you make the cigar. Of course, the roll really play an important part of that. How we roll the cigar. But remember we talked about the Seco, Viso, and Ligero? It will be because of the positioning of the leaves in the tobacco. So I will ask you, sir, one question for you. If we have Ligero tobacco and Seco tobacco, and we want to make a cigar that is even burned, where would you put the Ligero tobacco? Outside the Seco, or the Seco will be around the Ligero tobacco?
say around.
Will you put the Ligero around the Seco, or the Seco around the Ligero?
My guess is around.
The Seco or the Ligero?
The second.
Seco around the Ligero? Who agrees with him? Do you agree with him?
Do I agree?
You agree with him? You don't agree with him? So you say it's not Seco around the Ligero? Okay. Do you agree with the gentleman right here?
I go the other way.
It will go Ligero around Seco? Why?
Because the dry leaf goes faster if you do the
And which
slower
which one is the dry leaf? The
The
Seco or the
second,
Ligero?
the one that's at the
Okay.
bottom.
So you say you agree with the gentleman? Ligero around the Seco? Sir, do you agree with them?
No.
Why?
Because the Ligero burns slower, so you want the faster burning stuff on the outside.
You have a lazy burner, so the Seco has to be around the Ligero. The Ligero has to be in the middle. Don't you? Sometimes you have a cigar and when you top, gentle top because you cannot do it so fast. You have a pyramid shape. Why do you think it's the pyramid shape? No.
Outside is burning faster than the inside.
And which one is the lazy burner? And it's gonna be inside, in the middle of the Seco. Make sense now? You guys have any questions for now?
If you looked at, right now, if you had from the same plant, the three leaves, could you tell them apart?
If I can,
Yeah, right now, you just saw these are 3 leaves.
I can do it. I can do it. Yeah, of course, you have to be always on that because the look of a Mexican leaf is different than the look of a Criollo 98 leaf.
Yeah.
But yeah, you will see that the Ligero is brown, almost black, never black. If it's true, very black, you have a process that is not organic. It's dark brown. That's the Ligero. Normal brown, almost light brown, that would be the Viso. Almost yellow, almost there, very light, that would be the second. Because of the oils and everything that is in the leaf.
What about the leaf or the wrappers with really dark patches?
Dark patches.
Dark, like patching, like where you have the veins, but there's dark along the vein, but
Well, on top of the Ligero, there's something called Super Ligero. That is probably 3% of the crops. You're gonna get those very, very almost black
yeah.
parts of the leaf, and it will be a very short leaf. Yeah, so that's why you cannot really use it too much, depending on the size. Probably can be great for a 44 by 5, but if we're gonna make a total 52 by 6, we probably need to cut it in half and help to go all around it. I guess you can get that. So, but there's a way also to redefine the colors. Sometimes you can get a brown tobacco with yellow dots. It was because it was not proper in the farms. I don't know if you have seen the farms. You have different windows because you need a proper airflow to turn the leaf from green to yellow, yellow to brown in a proper way. If you do it too fast, it's not going to be a uniform brown color, and then you will need to take that leaf to the mulling room. It's like a sauna for tobacco. So now, I want you with the same cigar do something that it looks a little funny, but we really do that at the factory. I want you to pull from the cigar and throw it to your left. And the same cigars, pull from the cigar and throw it to your right. And please pay attention and let me know if there's one side that you feel more strength than the other one, and the other one you can feel more of the cinnamon taste or dry fruits probably.
I got strength on this side, cinnamon on the right.
That's funny, huh? The same cigar. Your same mouth. Pull from the cigar, right?
That's great.
I don't know if it's like subliminal, like you tell me, but
Your senses. And you also have senses here, at the middle, and on top. Also your gums work. They play a role. Now, I want to see if we start getting the gentle white pepper by doing the retro help. Proof of the cigar and retro. Okay. Do you feel it gentle, or you feel still a little aggressive still?
It was a little aggressive.
yeah,
That's,
a little bit.
that's not what we want. It's a still a finished cigar.
Yeah.
Guys, I want you to please give me any questions.
Those been pretty informative. Thank you, pretty good.
No questions?
How long do you work on a blend?
Depends. My last cigar was the Superb that I'm going to start shipping in March, and we did 50 blends before we picked the last one.
Do you start with an idea of what you want, or do you just
Exactly.
yeah?
What we want. We in this case we wanted something that from the guys that don't really like too much of the bitterness of the Connecticut, mild cigar, morning cigar, or the last cigar of the day, or you are just a mild smoker. That's why we created this. Me, I'm not a fan of Connecticut. That's me. I have Connecticut in my line because I need to have it. Like I'm not gonna be the one buying the cigar. It's about you.
Yeah.
So I created that because of me. I wanted something that is not bitter, but also I want a cigar that I smoke in the morning and I don't have the tobacco taste the whole day. I'm not saying it's bad because I love tobacco.
Let me ask you this. Why do you how come you don't like Christina?
My palate does not really appreciate the bitterness. That's me. That's just me.
I have a question.
Yeah.
I heard that the wrapper is significantly more expensive. What percentage is the wrapper?
It is more expensive. I like that question. I can also, I'm going to ask another one. So yeah, the wrapper is the most expensive leaf in the cigar. It's the one that everybody takes more care. It's the bigger one. It's the more elastic one. Also, it will depend on the country. Do you guys know which one is the best country for growing tobacco dedicated for wrapper? No. 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 For wrapper? No. Oh. You guys can guess?
Costa Rica?
No.
Sumatra, I like Sumatra wrappers a lot.
Yeah, but Indonesia is not the best country for wrapper. They are there, but it's not the best. The best is Ecuador. Why? Because of the soil, because it's humid, it's always cloudy. So in our country, most of the time we need to grow the tobacco under mesh. You know, sometimes they call it sun ground.
Yes, I know.
That's just a fancy way to say it.
Virgin sun.
That's just a fancy way to say it. Sun ground is what? Grow under the sun? No mesh? That's it. So, but we use the mesh to try to get tobacco for wrapper in our country. Our country is more for filler, same as Nicaragua. Filler and binders. When you want a wrapper, you want something elastic, you want something big, you want something beautiful. And it will cost probably $30 a pound versus a filler will be like $9 a pound. So from that comment that he said, I will ask you a question. And it will be a great question before we move to the next cigar. In percentage, from 1 to 100%, how much do you think the wrapper apports to the cigar?
How much flavor is it?
How much do you think it apports? How much from the 1 to 100%, how much do you really think the wrapper gives to the entire experience of the smoke you have it?
I'd say about 10 to 20%. 10 to 20%.
I said 10 to 20%? 40%?
40 to 80.
80%?
40 to 50.
80%? What do you say, sir?
It's closer to 80. I don't think it's that much.
Okay, what else? 70? Can you please tell me why you think it's around 80%? Because I don't think anybody has the true information. But we can go almost close to the right information. What do you think is 80%?
That's just a long guess.
That's
what you hold in your mouth.
Jeff, do you want to answer the question?
It's the most expensive product.
No?
Well, because my opinion is not correct. The real reason why the wrapper is super important is because looks sell cigars.
Because it will.
Because it looks good, it's going to sell the cigar.
It's the final dress of the cigar, but how much percent do you consider the wrapper apports to the smoke?
Probably about 85 to 90.
85 or 90?
For you guys.
I say about 40 to 50 because that balance.
So, before I tell my answer, I'm not the best master blender, I'm going to say this. But I have an answer. Okay, so to make a Corona cigar, let's say we need how many leaves to make a cigar? 5?
5 to 7.
What about a Toro 54 by 6? How much you need? Oh, you're thinking now, huh? Where I'm going with that? Where I'm going with that? Why is it that if you pay attention, when you smoke a 60 ring gauge, the same blend, and then you go with a Lancero, it's a different taste? It's just because it's the ring gauge? No.
Less wrapper.
Less tobacco for the wrapper to compete with.
Yeah.
So if we go by ratio,
Yeah.
how many leaves you use for a wrapper and how many leaves you use in the filler? Probably 3 in the filler, 1 binder, 1 wrapper. So let's say filler gets you more of the experience, but which one is the leaf that the only leaf that your lips touches? Do you lick the filler? You lick the tip of the cigar. Just the wrapper. So there's something also psychology right there. I believe depending on the size will give you a better ratio. I think if you go with a Lancero, probably it's going to be 65. But when we go 52, 60, we're talking about 25% to 10% in a 60. Because there's a lot of tobacco. I'm just trying to do math. And out of all the cigars that I have smoked in my 14 years in this, I don't think I have all the true information, but I think psychology. Yeah, it's not all of that depending. It will be only depending on the size. That's why most of the cigar smokers that really appreciate the cigar, they go more to Lanceros than Toro. But for some reason, it's the hardest to sell the Lancero.
You know why? It's a pain in the ass to smoke.
It happens if you don't have the time, but if you really are passionate about cigars, man, you want to take your time.
Absolutely.
Because I believe smoking cigars is healthy. I'm sorry, FDA. Whatever take out stress, it's not healthy. Yeah. If we go by statistics, the death it starts with stress, and then you have a heart attack or whatever. Why they don't say nothing to McDonald's? That really kill people.
You want my natural cure for a headache? When I have a headache, I get a strong cigar.
Normally you have the headache because of stress. Then you go paying attention to the cigar and you have a relief. So in some way, I think it's healthy. And my great grandmother, she was not in the cigar industry, but she used to grow for her own. She lived in the countryside in the Dominican Republic. She started smoking cigars at the age of 15, and she died at the age of 108. Wow. Tell me that. She smoked one cigar a day, not two, not three. One cigar a day every day.
One less syrups.
No, they call it perrito. Before we have the mold to make the right cigar, roll everything, no machine, the one that you mentioned. And she smoked one cigar a day every day. And she died at the age of 108. But of course, the countryside helped. Yeah. Let's go to cigar number 3. And remember, what we're trying to get is creaminess, gentle white pepper,
Make sure number 3.
clean after taste, a little bit of cinnamon tasting notes, a little nuttiness in cigar number 3. Let's see if the cigar number 3, now everything feels in harmony. And we add just one more leaf. The same Sumatra Ecuadorian wrapper. Let's see what's up.
What's my going weight?
And now, light up the cigar. Let me know if everything feels more in harmony. Do the retro hell now. Let's see if it's still aggressive.
It actually doesn't hit the back of the throat like the previous one.
Yeah. The first was a very undefined strength. Very earthy. Now the earthy probably got down to about 15%. But I want to know your guys' opinion. Because at the end of the day, we make cigars for you, not for me.
You can actually inhale it and it's comfortable.
It's more comfortable. Nice. You feel more harmony.
Yeah.
Okay. Can you do left and right like I teach you before? Throw left, then throw right. Retro hell. Oh wow.
Very, very smooth. I mean, very, very balanced. I have a
I
question.
don't have any taste on
Why do you
this.
get consistency year to year?
Ooh, very nice question. First, being honest, he asked a question, how do we keep consistency? That's the worst problem and nightmare that we have. First, we gotta pray Mother Nature to not rain so much, and we also gotta pray that it's not too dry. Honestly speaking,
And no hurricane.
also, that's the role of the master blender. How do we make the same cigar if we have a shortage of tobacco and we need to use something else and we need to try to smoke the same? That's the master blender work. That there's no college for that. You only learn that by the time. And also, if you have deep pockets, buy tobacco for the years to come. That's the way you can really, like, honestly speaking, nothing giving you science on everything. Mother Nature, a lot of tobacco for the years to come. Fermentation always keeps the same way. And the role of the master blender, trying to keep the same flavors, even if it doesn't have the same elements of the recipe.
You gotta smoke to know if it tastes the same, right? How do you not blow up your palate? I'm pretty sure you gotta be tasting a lot of it. How
You know how
not
many
mix it-
cigars my master blender smoke a day? 22.
That's why I'm curious. How do they not blow their salad out?
Did they drink something when we said that?
EDR? I hope they do. He doesn't care. When he's smoking cigars, he throws it through his lungs and put it back. He can put it in his lungs, talk to you for 30 minutes, and then throw it out. I thought he was joking when he told me the first time. No, many times. He was the one that teach me 14 years ago. So now, I'm going to show you that also cigar smoking does not need to be boring. That's why I did the left, right. So, I want you to do something. Don't drink. I want you to retrohale, then smell the rum, and then retrohale again, and let me know if there's something different over there. Okay? Smell, and retro. There's something that the alcohol, or rum in this case, help you. When you retrohale, and then you smell the rum, it will enhance whatever you feel when you retrohale. It's like you're retrohaling for the first time every time you smell the rum. Are you feeling that?
I did. Wow.
Thank you, sir. So whoever hasn't done it, retrohale, smell, retrohale. Did I give you one already?
Wow.
Okay, don't drink it yet, please. You had the rum already? Oh, you went fast. Oh. Mine's young. Anybody have it? Not for you? Okay, so now, I smoke the cigar normally. You guys all these? Smell, retro, hell, smell? Do you feel more enhanced, everything, all the flavor notes? Now, smoke your cigar normally, whoever did it already. Smoke your cigar. Then, swallow a little bit of the rum. Wash your mouth with it, and sip, swallow, sip, wash, swallow. Excuse my Dominican English. Sip, wash, swallow, and then I smoke the cigar again. Ooh. Did it change?
Amplified a little bit.
Amplified a little bit. If I change your drink right now and we go all tequila, you're gonna have a different spirit. Then I change bourbon, a different spirit. We go all day long if you want. With the same cigar, you can have different enjoyments. So it doesn't need to be boring. Okay?
That 8 a.m. run goes a little rough.
Hmm?
The 8 a.m. shot of rum goes a little rough.
This?
At 8 a.m.
Nah, that's you, man. They call me double liver. So, everybody did it? You have any questions, gentlemen? No? So now, please, everybody at the same time, let's have a sip again. Cheers, everybody. Now, let's pull from the cigar and let's throw the smoke in the glass and try to hold it. If you think it's going away, do it a second time again because it's plastic, so it's gonna go away. If it's glass, it's gonna be faster. Throw it and try to hold it. Throw it and try to hold it. Like that. You guys not very lazy. You did it nice. You did it very nice. Of course, you come from Asia or something like that. You get it. Okay? Try to do that. Everybody, please, and shake it a little bit. All right? Have a taste. Campaign. What happened with the rum now?
Yeah, very smooth, man. It mellowed out.
Now you mellow the rum.
The smell, the smoke going in, freaking fantastic.
Wow.
What happened with this? The reaction was you downgrade the alcohol taste by throwing up the smoke inside. All right? It's not lit anymore. Okay? That's cool. Now, I want you to sip from the rum and hold it in the side of your preference, left or right. Hold the rum for a couple of seconds there before you swallow. The side of your preference. Then swallow. And I want you to pull from the cigar and throw it on the same side.
Really melts the rum.
Wow. I'm playing with your sensor right now, man.
Wow. That's spicy.
Yeah, very.
If you do on the other side, you're gonna have another reaction. Whoa. You like it? Yeah? Any questions, sir? You look like a very smart guy. Thanks, wow. You're not doing it right? There's nobody.
I should start doing this.
Everybody's quiet now. What's up? Going. That's good to know, man. I don't want to talk about it.
It's like when dinner comes out, you did a good job.
And if I have cuts of meat here, woof. Because I always do sip, smoke, bite, smoke, then sip, smoke, dip. Ooh. With that juicy mix, ooh. You play with your palates all night long. So while you keep enjoying that, I can see it in your faces. So Blackbird Cigar, we created. We start by asking you, which one is the strongest bird in the planet? Eagle. The eagle? And which one is the smartest too?
Crow.
The crow. I think you were listening to me earlier, right?
I wasn't. I just. I don't
The
know.
thing is, when I started the company, I was still illegal in the country, broke AF, quick from my old job, and my old job tried to sue me as well. But I say, how do I play smart against a bunch of eagles? In a respectful way. Because at the end of the day, business is business. You're gonna take a personal. So that's why I went to the crow mentality. Right? Smartest bird. That's why you see all the colors, everything that I do. And I start grinding, taking trains. I remember when I did 37 hours in a train from Miami to make an event in Buffalo. And you know I need to come back, right? So that was the mentality. How do we play smart against a bunch of eagles? They already have the pockets or whatever. We needed to pop colors. How do we go to everybody's palate? Go do a cigar by the moment of the day. Morning, mid-morning, lunchtime, dusk, afterwards. At least it's 2 cigars that you smoke afterwards. So that's how we started. And we take the slogan, can't clip my wings because nobody's gonna hook up with my dreams. That's actually in a motivational way, not really be disrespectful for anybody. But I think a little drama is nice. I didn't have any father or grandfather make this work. So I really gotta work my way through it. So that's all the whole thing about Black. Unkind, there's a reason behind that. 4 months after I launched the brand, there was a lawyer trying to sue me because his customer had the Raven names. Because I used to be called Raven. And he was unkind with me. So I named it after him. Because he also made me stronger. And it's a message that unkind means flock of ravens. So I don't have.
How did you come up with the name?
With the mindset of smartest bird in the planet, Crow, and it's a black one. How do I play smart against a bunch of eagles, Main Street brands? That was my way up. And you know that every time you have a shelf space, somebody needs to die in the same place. That was somebody else's planet, you know that, right? What happened in the movies when you see crows? Somebody's about to die. Wow.
That's pretty good one, man. That's a lot of cool, man.
There's a little message behind it. In a competitive way, nothing bad, right? You guys have any questions for me?
You guys don't make the size and standard, do you?
I will. I have a lot of requests after that.
Because work stick, man. This is a good lunchtime work stick. That's the perfect size.
No, of course. Of course. You sure you don't want? We can mix a little bit of water.
Dry pepper.
Who was
more educated.
one more, sir?
No, I'm correct. I can't commit to 31 January.
Anyone want more? You want more, sir?
I got some Ardbeg in the locker if you want.
Dry February.
More, sir? Good. What about you, sir? You want more?
29 days.
No more?
Is it because
We put that in the wheelbarrow.
One question, guys. You can guess. In average, how long do you think it will take to make your first premium cigar? If you're gonna do everything on your own, you're not gonna buy tobacco from anyone. You're gonna grow your own tobacco and everything. You're gonna make your own cigar. How long do you think it's gonna take to be considered a premium cigar?
4 years?
Hmm? 12 what? 4 years? 5 years?
You can harvest a plant. I can't do 3.
3?
You can harvest a plant.
Depends on how good you are.
In average, the lowest to do it properly, like 3 years and a half.
But you said proper.
Properly. Minimum.
Cigar to get.
Minimum. Because you can say it's my product, I wanna hold, I wanna wait 12 years, like he said. I hope you have another job or something. You know? But it can happen. There's guys that have done it. Typically they are short runs that we put it out there. For the core line and the ongoing cash flow, we can never wait 12 years. It's gonna be very hard, honestly. But I would love to have, well, I think 12-year cigars downgrade too much of the strength. The wood tastes good, but there's a lot of things that it's gonna get out. I think 1 year is enough. If the tobacco was aged at least for 3 years or 2 years, from harvest to, so the harvest takes around 5 months. Then you take it to the bars. It's about 45 days to 60 days. Then you take it to the warehouse where we put a bunch of leaves in a pallets. It's like 4 pallets, and then we need to change the position of the leaves every 15 days or probably less days, depending with how much heat that tobacco came from the farm. Typically, it's over 120 Fahrenheit. So if you don't check every time, it can burn by itself. So you do the changes until the temperature settles. After it settles, you let it sit over there. Then
It does not smell good.
yeah?
It does not smell good.
No, it's a lot of ammonia you get over there. Then you take it to the sorting facility, where is you do the selection by size, by A, B, by Seco, B, Soligero. Then you take the central vein out, because otherwise you're not going to be able to make the cigar because it's going to plug. After that, you take it again to the pillows by its class, Seco, B, Soligero, and you let it ferment it there 45 days, 60 days. Then we put it in bales. We let it sit in another warehouse to let all the ammonia go out 2 years after that. Then we need to humid tobacco because you need elasticity in the wrapper or wrapper-free environment in order for you to make the cigar and it doesn't break. After you make the cigar, then you let it sit in the humidor. If the tobacco was properly aged, in 9 days you have a great cigar. But also, if you want to go more, like I want this to be a $16 cigar, 1 year, 8 months. But of course, everything starts with the fermentation that you do.
Where's your facility?
My facility is in Dominican Republic, Tamboreo City.
So from the time you harvest to by the time they start rolling, it takes a year and a half.
Year and a half, 2 years. 2 years. 2 years. Minimum. The only way that you guys can keep with the production is because they have another grower supplying to them, and they probably don't make cigars unless you start having a vertically integrated company that would take years to start having that. Like you do everything on your own, it
You
will.
need a lot of tobacco on that standby for you to keep pumping.
Your cash is the lead. That's your bank, kind
2
of.
years, you're 2 years behind already. You haven't even started yet.
That's why this is way different than cigarettes or whatever it is. You know, vapes you can do in a lab. Cigarettes, they have a lab to put nicotine inside and make it more addictive for you. Tobacco is not like that. The only thing you do with tobacco is the same fumigation you probably do for the plantain plants. So you don't have pills. But outside of that, it's almost organic. More questions?
You got a monster blender that comes up with a flavor profile and everything. See, this is the stick, this is what's he's not going to be rolling on these. You're going to have multiple people rolling the stick.
Yes.
How do you keep it consistent across all
The muscle blender is supervisor. That's
Okay,
how
watch
to do,
and
how to
say-
roll it. And brother, you can try the Pure 98 by itself. It's gonna taste horrible, but combined with something else, it's gonna turn something good. Do you like salt by itself? And what happens when you mix that salt with the meat? Same thing happens with the tomato. The flavor enhances with the salt, right? And you know when you put you put a little bit of pepper here and there, you start getting the complementing all the flavors together with that product you're working with. Precious guys.
Andy make those?
Yeah.
Where is it? Put that on
This
that.
side, though. Only quite sure. When are you coming out to this side?
Whenever you put it on. I'm gonna be around anyway. Thank you so much for your time. And you know what? Don't let anybody click your way.